Hi guys, welcome to Sim Captain. It's Saturday, March 14th, and it is Memphis Madness. We just arrived from Nashville, and now we're going to turn and go to Atlanta. So let's get this plane going. Master switch is on. Alternator master is on. Nav lights are on. Panel lights are on. Avionics master is on. Fuel quantity. We do need to take on some fuel actually. So I'm just going to quickly add fuel. Alright, now we have fuel. Circuit breakers checked. Close the doors. Passenger briefing complete. Contact clearance on 25-2. And I need to start one of the engines so the battery doesn't die. So parking brake is on. Rotating beacon is on. Fuel pump is on. Bleed air on number 2. Number 2 starter engaged. Number 2 is turning. N2 is on the rise. ITT is on the rise. Open the fuel valve. And we have good ignition of the number 2. Bleed air back to normal. Starter switch selected to ground. Number 2 is stabilizing. Everything's in the green. Temps and pressures look good. And good evening, Memphis clearance. ExecJet 482 looking for IFR to Atlanta.
ExecJet 482, stand by for clearance.
Volume dropped. Alright, we got a pre-departure clearance, so I had to leave that screen. We're cleared, as filed. Where's my pen? Where did you do it? There it is. Transponder code is 0746. Departure is 2415, I have that. Alright. So that is technically, we have our clearance. And the volume should be corrected. Alright, so beacon code is 0746. And we'll squawk normal. We're going to start number 1, bleed air over to number 1, starters engaged. Number 1's turning. N2's on the rise. ITT's on the rise. Open the fuel valve, good ignition. Bleed air back to normal. And starter switch selected to ground. Ground is 21-9.
November Alpha, November 37 Romeo. Good night.
It's raining very heavily here. Let's get the ATIS.
Contact. You'll have information. Golf.
Gulf.
Memphis International Airport 8 is information Golf 0154 Zulu. West 010 at Niner. Visibility 2. Heavy rain. Mist. Ceiling 500 broken. 1,200 broken. 4,400 overcast. Temperature 10. 2.9er. Altimeter 3026. Landing runways 9er. 36 left and 36 right. Departing runways 9er. 36 left and 36 center. ILS and visual approach is in use. Report scenery in use on first contact. Operate mode C on taxiways and runways. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Advise on visual contact. You have information Golf.
Alright, we have Gulf. Engine start, or through that. Both engines are good, temps and pressures look good, everything is stable. ATIS we have, clearance we have, clock is running. Transponders, Charlie.
Mike 5, go to the Alpha Terminal.
Alright, let's call ground and get our taxi clearance. Memphis ground. ExecJet 482 is at the signature ramp with Gulf. We're ready for taxi.
ExecJet 482, which runway are you expecting?
42 wasn't given an assignment.
ExecJet 482, did you check with delivery?
Firm. ExecJet 42, we had a PDC.
ExecJet 482, roger, I'm going to assign you 09er. So taxi runway 09er, fine, November.
Alright, runway 09er for ExecJet 42. Alright, runway 9.
Ground, Jazz 387, off of 36 right at Sierra 4, looking to gate, looking for gate Sierra, Charlie 3, sorry.
Jazz 387, taxi to the ramp via Sierra 4.
Top altitude's 5,000.
Short runway 3600.
250 below 10.
Sierra 4 kilo, hold short, 3600, Jazz 384.
Climb at 2,200 feet per minute. Flight director is on. Gear selectors down, lights are tested. Due to heat de-ice.
Ready for push and start.
Flaps. Trim. Cabin alerts. Vertical speed, read 0, airspeed indicator, read 0.
72, were you saying something?
And taxi clearance. Taxi lights are on, brakes are released.
Delta 1672, push and start onto taxiway November, face south.
Test the brakes. Brakes, left brake, right brake.
Push band start approach
Brakes are
on
tested.
November facing south, Delta 1672.
Alright, we're going to taxi out of here.
Jazz 387, cross runway
Heading
36
indicator.
at Kilo, continue taxi by Kilo.
Turns properly on
Juliet.
both sides.
Kilo Juliet for the ramp, for Jazz 387.
Spoiler test. Oh, what's happening? There, why is that light not working? Super weird. Here we go. Spoilers are deployed, full deployment, light illuminates. Will retract, light extinguishes. I don't know why that wasn't working. That's unusual. Reverser test, 2 are unlocked, 2 are in reverse, 2 are stowed. Departure briefing.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
That is Galactic 1, Victor Golf X-Ray 1.
Galactic 1, push and start is approved.
We're departing
Push and
runway
start approach
9.
Galactic 1.
which is 8,900 feet.
And Memphis ground, Jazz 387, just a pilot for you. We broke out of the clouds and saw the runway environment at 900 feet, and the braking action was moderate, and that's in a CIJ 200, Jazz 387.
Jazz 387, thank you. I will relay that information to our tower controller. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Departure briefing. We'll be departing runway 9 8,900 feet. We got plenty of fuel. We'll expect a normal departure. Standard callouts. Any failure before VR, we abort and stay here. Any failure after VR, with the exception of fire and loss of directional control, we'll go airborne and return here to Memphis. Other than that, we're going to climb blue line to 5,000 feet and expect radar vectors to jacks.
Exec Jet 482, contact Memphis Tower 119.7, we'll see.
Over to tower on 19.7 for Exec Jet 482. Thanks a lot. So long. Alright, and we're monitoring tower. Departure frequency is 124.15.
FedEx 816, flight maintain 5,000, flight over heading, contact departure on 12, correction, 119.
Radios are set. Peter heat's on. DOS is on.
124.15.
Amp is off.
124.15.
Storage switches are continuous.
Alright, fly runway heading, climb, maintain 5,000 and over to departure.
Pump is on.
FedEx 816.
Flap set for takeoff. Trim set for takeoff.
Good evening, on the border to 1, we'll be on 11 miles, 36 right.
Air Canada 658, final, 36 left.
Southwest 211, runway 36 right, wind 010 at 09 for land.
Land Southwest 211.
American, or what they call from it, 658, runway 36 left, wind 010 at 09 for land.
Clear to land, Air Canada 658, thank you.
And on the border to, it will be on final for 36 right, border 1.
221 number 2, 36 right, wind 010 at 09 for land number 2.
Juliet 36 right, number 2 and border 1.
Memphis Tower, Exec Jet 42, hold short, runway 9er, we're ready for departure with Gulf.
Exec Jet 42, runway 9er, wind 010 at 09, room clear for takeoff, no delay.
Alright, runway 9er, no delay, we're clear for takeoff, Exec Jet 482. Alright, lineup checks, we're clear. Thresholds checked for landing aircraft, lights and strobes are on.
Memphis, vacate left when able.
Vacate left when able, Southwest 211. And we can only see the runway for around a mile out.
Roger that.
Just get this weird visual block. If I go to map view, it goes away. Alright, no delay, he wants me to keep going, so. We got a good spool up, everything's in the green, temps and pressures look good. Takeoff power set.
211, actually, need over the ground.
Not yet, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Airspeed's alive.
we're super away.
Southwest 211, no,
80
please
knots.
don't
Cross check. We'll continue.
Sorry?
Stay with it for a second, please.
Boy, the frame rates are making this murder.
Southwest 211, cross runway 36 center.
V1.
And then contact ground on
Rotate.
1.9 on the other side.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Cross
Gear up selected.
the contact ground with 1.9.
Gears in transit. Gears up, lights are out. 400 above the ground. Flaps are coming up. Flaps are up and indicated, and yaw damp is on. We got a stable climb, 5,000, runway heading. Tower, exec jet 42, you want us over to departure?
Exec jet 42, yeah, come to departure. 124.15, good night.
Over to departure, so long, 482, good night. Hey, good evening, Memphis departure, exec jet 42, climbing through 3,500 for 5,000 runway heading.
Jet 482, Memphis departure, good evening. Turn left heading 360 vectors for traffic.
Left turn 360 for exec jet 482. Alright, 5,000, pumps off. After
Jet 42, right turn heading for, right turn heading 090, or yeah, right turn heading 090, resume direct Kermy.
Alright, 090 heading direct to Kermy for exec jet 482.
Heading Jet 42, you can climb and maintain 16,000 at your discretion.
Climb maintain 16,000, exec jet 482. Alright, gears up, lights out, flaps are retracted and indicated. Yaw damp is on, autopilot is checked and set. Pumps are off, storage switches are selected to flight. And above 10 we'll put the landing lights off. And altimeter standard when we get to above 180. Direct to Kermy, I didn't activate that. There's Kermy. Menu, activate leg. Going through some heavy rain here. Check the altimeter, make sure we're current. We can climb faster than that. We're getting above it here, getting above the weather. And here comes 10,000. Landing lights are off.
Jet 482, loftier altitudes way too long, 135.9, have a safe flight into wherever you're going tonight. Good night.
Alright, Exec Jet 482, over to 135.9er. So long.
Down to 1426, Critter Braxton.
I say again, you're breaking up.
Delta 1426 cleared. Actually, Delta 1426 cleared our chipper.
Vector, chipper, Delta 1426.
Good evening, Center. Exec Jet 42, we're with you climbing through 15,000 for 16,000.
So Jet 42, Memphis Center, climb take level 230.
Climb maintain 230, Exec Jet 482. Alright, we're cleared up to 230. We're climbing through 16, but I'm just going to put the altimeter standard because we're going direct to the flight levels. I don't want to forget. And cruise checklist is next.
Total 683, connect Memphis approach 125.8.
Memphis approach 1258, see you later.
Center Midcon 1124, flight level 29ers there, descending 24 there.
Midcon 1124, where you at, sir?
Just past Hull on the barbecue 3.
Good. Stand by.
Oh, whistle in our ears. Jeez.
Midcon 1124, you can connect Memphis at 135.3.
35-3, Midcon 1124.
Memphis Center, Mojo 29, good evening, I approach Atlanta.
Total 1426, connect Atlanta Center 132.97.
Okay, just confirm 11397, 11397.
So 132.97, 32.97.
Okay, 13297, that's the 1426 there.
Jet 42, connect Memphis Center 133.65, good luck.
Center on 3365 for Exec Jet 42. We're switching. Good night. 3365. Memphis Center, good evening. Exec Jet 482 climbing through flight level 200 for flight level 230, direct Kermy.
Exec Jet 482, Memphis, welcome aboard. Climb maintain flight level 310.
Climb maintain 310, Exec Jet 482.
Exec Jet 482, you're not a part of the virtual Exec Jet, are you?
Negative.
Roger.
Memphis Center, good evening, FedEx 69 with you, flight level 310.
FedEx 69, Memphis Center. Hello.
You know,
Hello.
it's funny. I've been a member of several virtual airlines. I've been fired from all of them because of inactivity. I think the one I was maybe the longest with was Alaska Virtual. I did UPS Virtual for a little while, but then I just got bored of UPS. And,
Memphis Center, Mojo 29. Good evening. How do you hear?
I did Flight Options Virtual, and the website disappeared. So did Flight Options in the real world. They were absorbed by FlexJet. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I found for other virtual airlines too, but
29 and on the ground at Columbus Air Force Base.
never, even Liat,
Mojo 29er, I got you 555. I don't even know who you are.
but never ExecJet Virtual.
Charlie Bravo, Mike IFO Hotel.
I'll have to look into it.
Good evening.
Mojo 29, contact center 135.9er.
35-9, thank you.
What's up, AJ?
Yo.
Just making sure we're pressurizing. Don't want any alarms going off.
Memphis Center, Southwest 2558, flight level 180 for flight level 230. Southwest 2558, come and maintain level 280. 280, Southwest 2558.
I do not fly into Atlanta very often. So this will be I think I have scenery here. It's literally been that long, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I do have scenery here. Let's see, what is the ATIS frequency? Wow, there's several ATISes.
Memphis,
1965.
American 29, can we get the ILS 36 West approach?
American 29, I will pass your request on to the next controller.
See, I don't know, it's got two frequencies, so I don't know what it could be. There's the other one. This is for arrivals, 1965, but I might just have a standard 2555. Oh, it also might be too far away.
Approach is in use, runway 8 left, 9er right. North into
8 left, that's what we'll expect.
Land and full short operation in effect.
Memphis Center, FedEx 69.
Airport. Operation sponsor with low speed on the ramp. Activate.
Yeah, I actually changed my frequency and I have no idea which one I'm supposed to be on. Am I supposed to be with you?
Mike.
Yep, you're supposed to hear me.
Alright, beautiful.
Atlanta International Airport native information, Mike.
American 29, stay with me, ILS runway 36 left, correct?
0810.
Yes, sir,
Your clouds met with 5
American 29, that is approved, and contact Memphis Center now on 135.3.
November 3026. Simultaneous departure. Departing runway 8 right, 9 left. Runway 9 left departure. Expect intersection departure from taxiway Mike.
3198, contact BP Center 119.55.
The instructions. Expect
1955 for Delta 3198.
Right. Runway 9 left. Simultaneous visual approaches and use runway 8 left. 9 right. North of 2 airmen. Land and full short operations in effect.
Memphis Center, FedEx 699. We step away here for a minute. We're going to go make another drink.
Vehicle ramps. Taxiways. And runways.
Okay, I guess I personally want that thing in left.
Contact. You have information, Mike.
Yeah, we're just looking to step away for a couple minutes here. We're going to go make another drink.
And who was that for?
FedEx 69er.
FedEx 69er, that is approved.
190 to Atlanta.
Before you go, just to maintain level 240.
Alright, down to 240, FedEx 69.
Delta 1038, contact Fort Worth on 135.17.
13517, Delta 1038, yeah.
ExecJet 482, contact Atlanta 132.97.
3297 for ExecJet 482. We're switching. Good night.
Cargo Lux 1717, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. Cargo Lux 1717, Atlanta.
Go ahead,
Cargo Lux 1717, heavy, contact Atlanta Center on 121.35.
Contact. Elders, go in. What do you mean?
Okay, Cargo Lux 1717 heavy, I need you to take out a pen and paper. Contact Atlanta Center on 121.35. 2135.
2035.
Delta 1988 heavy at pilot's discretion, descend to maintain, flight level 240.
Galvin Moore. Galvin Moore. Atlanta Center, ExecJet 482. We're checking in flight level 310.
That was ExecJet 482.
Affirm. We're checking in flight level 310.
ExecJet 42, roger, thank you.
Land and full short operations in effect.
See if I can get the rest of
Bird
this.
activity vicinity of airport. Operate transponder with low vehicle ramps. Taxiways. And
Line
runways.
1781 heavy, contact Atlanta Center on
Have
131.35.
information, Mike.
Roger, 121.35,
Mike.
971 heavy.
Atlanta International Airport native information, Mike. 0152 Zulu. West 070.10. Visibility 10. Your clouds met with 5,000. Ceiling 25,000 broken. Temperature 18.
Delta 389, contact Memphis Center on 133.65.
Simultaneous departure. Departing runway.
Over to Memphis on
8 right. 9 left.
Delta
Runway 9 left departure. Expect intersection departure from taxiway I-2. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Expect RNAV off the ground departing runway 8 right. Runway 9 left. Simultaneous visual approaches and use runway 8 left.
Atlanta Center, double
Right.
4020, with you.
North of 2 airmen. Land and full short operations in effect. Bird activity vicinity of airport. Operate
Delta 1420, Atlanta Center, trying to maintain level 350.
taxiways and runways.
Climate say 5350, double 40.
Contact. You have information, Mike. 25 south. Ceiling 25 south approach. Temperature 18. 2.10. Altimeter 3026.
3026.
Simultaneous departure. Departing runway.
That's what I was
8 right.
looking
9 left.
for. I needed the altimeter. I kept missing it because people were talking.
Delta 1204, contact Indianapolis Center on 119.55.
119.55, Delta 1204.
Delta 245, contact Memphis Center on 133.65.
Calvin
3365, Sir, good evening. United 983 passenger flight level 200, climbing to flight level 230.
United 983, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Oh, there's another page of a...
Delta 340 for United 983.
Okay, I need to see what the other page is. Calvin, there is 2 pages. Let's see the other page.
Center, good day. This is United 1903, flight level 360 with you.
Alright, so Galvin at 14.
United 1903, Atlanta Center, roger.
How far ahead is Galvin? Galvin's at 117, so we actually need to start a descent soon.
Delta 1988, descend via the SIDS to arrival. Atlanta is landing east, TLN altimeter is 3026.
206, descend via SIDS to arrival. Delta 1988, heavy.
Only 18 left. Enter 8 left, load. Alright, 8 left is loaded.
Bridger 104, heavy, are you back yet? Exit jet 525, Atlanta Center, you up?
Are you calling exec jet 482?
Exit jet 482, negative.
Okay. I was just worried he was calling me.
Exit jet 525, 525, Atlanta Center.
I thought because I'm a 550, maybe he thought I was a citation 525.
525 with you. Power 95 at pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 240.
At pilot's discretion, 240, power 95.
Atlanta Center, good evening, American 1698, checking in flight level 330. Section 104 is back.
Alright, we're direct to Russa.
Flight level 400.
Russa, which is, well, stop. There's Russa right there. We're direct to that.
482, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240, exec jet 482.
Exec jet 482, that one was for you, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Yes, sir, confirming. Descend to 240, exec jet 482.
Exec jet 482, reply not received, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Exec jet 482, how copy?
102 is back. Sorry, Delta 1988, radio check.
1988, 555.
Is anybody here at Atlanta Center?
Affirm.
Affirm.
Section 104 is back from break.
Atlanta Center, exec jet 525 with you, flight level 400.
I think Atlanta's having comm issues. He'll be right back.
Atlanta Center. Exec jet 482, Atlanta Center, descend and maintain flight level 240, how do you hear?
I hear you 5x5 down at flight level 240. How do you hear exec jet 482?
Exec jet 42, loud and clear, contact Atlanta Center now 121.35.
2135, exec jet 482, so long, thanks.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1087, when can we expect up to 513, sir?
Delta 1087, this next controller, unfortunately, is not accepting the handout, so, I would say 2 minutes.
Roger, 1087.
Atlanta Center, Exec Jet 42 descending through flight level 280 for 240.
Jet 482, Atlanta Center, forward. Delta 1087, contact Atlanta Center, 132.97.
132.97, Delta 1087.
Alright, we're now directed Jackson.
Giant 1781, contact Atlanta approach 125.70.
Roger, Atlanta approach 125.70.
We need to be Galvin at 12,000. That's an 81 miles.
Delta Center, good evening. Delta 1988, passing 28.4 to Vatican City to arrival.
Delta 1988 at Atlanta Center. Hello, the Atlanta altimeter 3026.
3026, 1988.
8 left is what we hope for and expect. 109.3 is the localizer frequency. So we'll put that in, 109.3. Approach course is 095. So 095. Crossing altitudes 5,000, minimums are 200. Missed approaches a climb to 1,500, climbing left turn to 3,500 on the Atlanta Vortac radial 005 to Troy's intersection. Atlanta 15 DME and hold. Cruise checklist, I never performed, but it was just to check the fuel pumps off, altimeter standard above 180, engine instruments are in the green.
Westwind 1813, contact center 132.97, he'll get you higher.
We are now descending.
I'm going to center on 132.97, Westwind 1813, good day.
We're leveling at 240. After Jackson, where am I going? After Calvin. Yapa, Navy. Okay, so I am making that southern turn. Now we're in 2 Maddox.
ExoJet 482, cross Glavin at and maintain 12,250, now it's the Atlanta altimeter 2026.
Alright, Glavin at 12,250 knots, Exec Jet 482.
Delta 1988, contact Atlanta approach 125.7, see ya.
125.7, have a good one, Delta 1988, bye.
Alright, we're on our way down. Check the ATIS again, make sure it hasn't changed.
Runway 9er left departure. Expect intersection departure from taxiway Mike 2. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Expect R9 off the ground departing runway 8 right. Runway 9er left. Simultaneous visual approaches and use runway 8 left. 9er right. North is 2 airmen. Land and hold short operations in effect. Bird activity vicinity of airport. Operate transponder with mode C on the ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information, Mike.
Okay, no change on the ATIS, still Mike. We're about 83 miles to Atlanta. Weather's good here, so may transition to the visual, we'll see.
Atlanta Center, Delta 588, climbing 14,000.
Delta 588, Atlanta Center, climb maintain level 230.
230, Delta 588. Alright, below 180, altimeter is the local setting. ATIS is listened to. Cabin lights are on. Nav instruments are checked. That is Atlanta. I should identify that real quick. And that is indeed Atlanta identified. And there is an ADF a little to the left of the center line on the approach. 344 is the frequency. So I'll tune that in. I'm not going to use it for anything, but I can watch the needle point at it as we pass it. Alright, flight instruments are checked. Primary nav aid is set and identified. We did review the approach chart. I'll just go over it one more time. The glide slope crossing altitude is 5,000. Minimums are 200. Missed approach is a climb to 1,500, then climbing left turn to 3,500 on the Atlanta Vortac Radial 005 to Troy's intersection. Atlanta 15, DME and hold. Below 10, put the landing lights on and the logo lights. And we are going across Galvin at 12.
Good evening, Center, Delta 1682, 8,400 for 140.
Delta 1682, Atlanta Center, come and maintain level 230.
230, 1682.
peek at what's going on around the airport, just so I have an idea of what...
Extension 42, contact Atlanta approach 125.7.
Approach on 125.7 for exec jet 482. We're switching. Good night.
Good 1988, descend to maintain 7,000.
Descend maintain 7,000, Delta 1988.
Good evening, Atlanta. Approach exec jet 482 with you, leveling off at 12,000, crossing Gavin, and we have Mike.
Exec jet 482, Atlanta approach. Good afternoon. Expect a visual approach. Runway 8 left, the Atlanta altimeter 3026. Thanks for Mike.
I will be expecting visual runway 8 left, exec jet 482. Kind of what I was anticipating. Approach checklist is next. I'll wait till I'm below 10. We have to start slowing down a little bit. Cross Galvin at 250 knots. 12,250 knots. And we were given that instruction. Let's see, Atlanta. Ooh, Atlanta's got lots of airplanes happening. Busy airport, too.
Departure, good evening. Southwest 501 with you. Vatsim 3,500 altitude.
Southwest 501, Atlanta departure. Radar contact. Come and maintain 14,000.
14,000, Southwest 501.
Got a 1988 contact Atlanta approach 124.6.
Approach 124.6, Hamilton 1, Delta 1988, bye-bye.
Objective 42, descend and maintain 9,000.
Okay, we're out of 12 for 9, exec jet 482. Alright, below 10, landing lights are on. Approach checklist, marker beacon is on. Starter switches are continuous. Fuel pump, we'll turn that on.
Sector 42, reduce speed to 210 knots, then descend and maintain 8,000.
I will slow to 210 and then down to 8,000, exec jet 482. Landing lights are on, altimeter is the local setting, and then flaps as required. Landing checklist next.
Southwest 501, connect center 132.907.
132.907, square, Southwest 501.
Exec 482, connect Atlanta approach 124.6, CSM cap.
Alright, over approach on 24-6. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So long. Check my videos out.
Right now.
This will be up.
Awesome.
Alright, approach. Good evening, approach. Exec Jet 42, we're with you descending through 9,000 for 8,000.
Exec 42, Atlanta approach. Descend by the Cloud 1 arrival. Join the 8 left localizer. Advise the airport in sight.
Alright, descend via join the 8 left localizer. Call you with the airport in sight. Exec Jet 482.
Delta 1568, contact tower 19.1.
19.1, Delta 1568.
Alright, descend via, what am I doing now? 8,000. Board, Navy, where are we? Navy 8, above 8. So that's good. Now, Ren above 7, but we'll just go down to 7. And he said join the 8 left localizer.
1781 heavy, you have the field in sight yet?
We're looking for the airport.
Negative, sir.
Following these two airplanes in right here, 1 and 2. This one and this one.
And 1781 heavy, the airport's at your 12 o'clock and 13 miles.
Jan 1781 heavy, now we have the airport side.
Delta 1988, turn right heading 360.
Red heavy 360, and additionally we have the traffic our right side. Make sure we can follow him if you want.
Awesome, keep him inside, I'll have another turn to final.
Roger.
Giant 1781 heavy, roger. Clear visual approach runway 90 right, maintain 180 knots to Bernie. At Bernie, call the tower 119.1.
Tower's 9.
Roger, clear visual approach 90 right. At Bernie, we'll call the tower. Jan 1781 heavy is here.
Giant 1781 heavy, maintain 180 knots to Bernie.
Roger, 180 knots to Bernie.
That was cool, got a shot out from Atlanta approach. That's awesome.
Delta 1988, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend maintain 3000, Delta 1988 heavy.
It's tough because I changed call signs. Just when people were listening for 66 Lima X-ray, I switched to exec jet. Alright, I am captured on the localizer.
Now we have the 55 Delta 1988.
Delta 1988 heavy, roger. You still have that traffic inside at your 1 o'clock.
We have the traffic inside of Delta 1988.
Delta 1988 heavy, roger. Turn right heading 070. Follow the traffic, caution white turbulence, clear visual approach runway 90 right, maintain 180 knots till Bernie.
1802 Bernie, following the traffic, visual approach runway 90 right, Delta 1988, caution white turbulence.
So what should my altitude be? Down to 6.
Delta 1988 heavy at Bernie, contact the tower 190.1.
At Bernie Tower 191, Delta 1988, have a good one.
Exec Jet 42, do you have the field yet?
Hey, exec jet 42, not yet.
Exec Jet 42, roger. Descend by the arrival so you can go all the way down to 5,000 grand.
Alright, yeah, 42, we're descending via, and my range is usually about 10 miles.
Copy that. Potential arc beta information. November, South current in Atlanta. The Atlanta altimeter is 3028,
Speed checks,
wind 080
put
at
15 out. 15 indicated. Go down to 5.
Exec Jet 42, descend and maintain 4,000.
Down at 4,000, exec jet 42. We have the airport in sight.
Exec Jet 42, clear visual approach runway 8 left at Shell, contact the tower 190.1.
Alright, visual for 8 left tower, contact tower, wind crossing Shell, exec jet 482.
Delta 1988 heavy, to verify your line with the 189 right, you appear to be aligned with runway 10.
Confirm
Delta 1988 Heavy, roger. Move one runway to the north, please. You're aligned with the southernmost runway right now, aligned with the second southernmost runway.
Roger, moving to the left and taking the north runway. Thank you.
Okay, it's 9 right, the same runway the traffic you're following is on.
Roger that.
Down to 2,900. Alright, speed checks, gear down. Gears in transit.
Delta 1988 Heavy, just to verify, contact to Tower 19-1.
Alright, and we're going to be crossing Shell. And Executive 42, we're crossing Shell, going to Tower, so long.
So long.
Giant 1781 Heavy, head ground.
checks.
Report runway vacated on
35.
Romeo.
Giant 1781, taxi runway Romeo.
Ready to get Romeo, Giant 1781 Heavy.
We're on the 8 left, right? Before I call them, I'll lose my mind. Good evening, Atlanta Tower. Executive 482 is on the visual, 8 left.
Executive 482 on a tower with 0808 knots runway, 8 to left, clear land.
8 left, clear to land. Executive 482, thanks. Alright, we're clear to land. ATC clearance, gears down, 3 green. Speed checks, we'll go flaps full. 40 indicated. Auto throttle, flight director, and yaw dam to go. And then it'll be the after landing checklist. I'm above the glide slope, so I'm just continuing my descent down to 1,000 feet. And then I need the airport chart. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Landing 8 left. So it'll just be an exit to the left. Alright, yaw dam, flight direct, and all the throttles are off.
Atlanta Tower, United 1610, looking for
Got myself so high up.
Less information November.
$1,000.
Is that? That's going to be United 1610. Yeah, 1610 when they 9 left on my TV and Mike 2.
Had to dive there a little bit just to get back on track
Might be
here.
a Mike 2,
500.
United 1610.
I got a little high on the approach.
Delta 1988 cross, runway 9 left at Dixie, then join no leads to the ramp.
300.
Roger, cross running 9 left, and they're gonna go to Alpha 6 position. Please confirm the
Minimums.
Landing.
Via Lima.
Oh, that's
Okay,
stupid.
via Lima, 4 Delta 1988.
Rocket thing.
Thank you, sir.
100. Light slow. 50. 40. 30.
I don't know why that happened.
20.
It's killing me.
10.
Alright, touchdown. Spoilers are deployed. Reversers are out. It actually was a really nice touchdown right on the mark, despite that little fumble right at the end because of the scenery glitch I get. 50 knots, reverser stowed. Where am I?
Exec 482, Zach, ramp the Alpha.
To the ramp, the Alpha, Exec Jet 482, thanks. Light strobes, beacon, pumps, flaps are coming up, spoilers are retracted. Star switches are off here, heat and de-ice are off. Spoilers, flaps, lights, strobes, beacon, pump, de-ice, P2, starter switches, whoa, drifting way off. Alright. Where is the FBO? Actually, I think this is it. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. That building is the FBO. The Renaissance Hotel. Alright, well, that is going to be wrapping up my arrival into Atlanta from the Memphis Madness this Saturday, March 14th. Thanks for coming along. I'm going to stop right here. See if this looks like a good spot to park. Good enough to me. Because I have no idea how they line them up in Atlanta, but there's nobody else here. So, that's going to be it. Parking brake is on. Fuel cutoff 1 and 2. And the beacon's off. Again, thanks for coming along. Hope you like and subscribe. And until next time, happy landings. And the clock is stopped.